So here are 5 anxiety symptoms in men that you definitely need to spot. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aspie world. My name is Dan. I have autism, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia, and I make weekly videos on autism and mental health. So if you're new around here and you'd love to learn more about those subjects, remember to hit the subscribe button by clicking the notification bell down below. And if you're watching on Facebook, be sure to give this page a follow, and if you're watching on Instagram, make sure to follow this account for more autism content. So, anxiety. Can it hit you hard? Of course it can, and it impacts anybody and everybody. But there are like lots of people out there, especially men, who think it's very masculine to not talk about their issues or their mental health and kind of like brush it off and kind of, I don't know, it shows a sign of weakness if you say that you have mental health issues, for some people anyway, because that's the kind of construct that society has dealt with and given us at the moment. So I decided that it was important that we understand the issues that men face when they're having anxiety attacks and anxiety symptoms. So I have put out 5 anxiety symptoms in men that you definitely need to know, and yeah, let's start right now. Guys, the first one here is a racing heart. Now, when adrenaline starts pumping around your body due to like increased anxiety, your heart rate will actually start beating more rapidly. So as it's like beating more rapidly, you know, it's everything going on and you're getting more kind of like out of breath and your heart's beating rapidly. This is a very, very telltale sign that you're getting anxious. So what would I say is that you have to watch out for this as an early warning sign for being anxious. Your heart starts beating, you'll definitely know about it because you can feel it in your chest. Your heart will start beating right out your chest. You're like, It's definitely something to look out for, and nothing to be ashamed of. You just need to kind of go, okay, well, maybe I'm feeling a bit anxious right now, my heart rate is increased. You could also use an Apple Watch or something like that to kind of like track your heart rate to see if it increases anywhere. Good tip. Okay, number 2 is excessive sweating. Now, when you're like, you know, pumping adrenaline around your body and your heart's racing, of course you're going to start sweating. That's what happens when you work out, isn't it? Your heart rate increases and you sweat. So if you are sweating quite a lot and sweating excessively, this is an indication that you're online heading straight for an anxiety attack, and anxiety is creeping up on you because you got bad, you know, your heart rate is beating out your chest and you start sweating. You got sweaty palms. You're like, oh my goodness, you know, this is something that happens when you're feeling agitated and when you're feeling anxious. So bear that in mind. Okay, so number 3 is muscle tension. Now, muscle tension happens because your body's going to fight or flight mode, which means that it thinks that it needs to kind of tense it up in case you need to fight something, and then you need to kind of go running from danger or whatever, right? And that's what the fight or flight thing's for, because adrenaline gets released into your body and then that's what happens. But your muscles will start tensing up. But of course, if you're just like walking around a shop and you get an anxiety attack and your body thinks you're gonna have to fight a saber-toothed tiger and your body starts tensing up, you'll feel your muscles just kind of getting all tense, and it's yeah, it's not a good feeling. And that tense lasts a long time. Actually, after the panic attack happens, you'll be feeling sore from it as if you've just done a workout. Number 4 here is restlessness or agitation. Now, due to the male dominance of testosterone, agitation will be a prominent experience when you're experiencing anxiety, which means that you'll be quite tense and snappy and agitated, and everything will become fight or flight, because that's what's happening. You're experiencing a mode that is there to protect you against saber-toothed tigers or glaciers or whatever. And so you know, you're walking around a store and something happens and it's like, well, why is there a fight or flight happening in a store? Because we're now triggered by involuntary actions that will cause us anxiety and cause us fear and cause us to have all of these things coming into play. But bear in mind, these are all symptoms of an anxiety and a potential anxiety attack. So number 5 is the dizziness and vertigo. So after having a rush of adrenaline around your body and the fight or flight thing coming in, your brain will start to kind of be like, whoa, it needs a bit of air and a bit of space, and you'll maybe become dizzy and have a bit of vertigo and not be able to focus on what you're doing, because your body's just gone through like a workout, like a marathon, if you will. You know, it's just done all of this stuff and it's worked itself up, because at the end of the day, you would potentially fighting for your life in your body's response to stuff. So these 5 symptoms are your best way of understanding your body and your best way of understanding, hey, do I have an anxiety issue? Do I have an anxiety attack going on? This is how you deal with it. That's what it is. You know, you have to listen to your body. You have to listen to what happens. So you know, if you're a guy, you're watching this, or you're a partner of, and you know, your partner's a guy and you're kind of watching this, watch out for these symptoms and definitely just kind of take it easy. There's a bunch of stuff that I've done about how to help for anxiety. I will leave it in a card in the end screen, and I'll put it in the description down below, where you can check out more hacks for how to avoid anxiety attacks and how to lower anxiety in general. So guys, if you found value in this video, please share it on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Give it a thumbs up, it helps me out, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.